Hello. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Wrapped in Scraps channel, you guys. Yes, I'm still under the weather, but we've got to go to Walmart because we have to shop for Christmas. So I strapped on my mask because I didn't want to get anybody else sick with my cold. I don't have COVID, so don't spread that rumor. And we went to Walmart, snatched up some stuff, ran back out, and now we're back at it. I went shopping, got some things, can't really show you because my kids watch my channel. And some of it is for them for Christmas. Anyhow. Hello. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to the Wrapped in Scraps channel. Vlogmas day 5. As I'm sure you can hear, I'm still under the weather. I went and found myself some like cold and flu medication. I'm hoping that it's going to help me out. We shall see. But in the meantime, we're about to make our kale soup. Kale soup time. So let's do that real quick. Now, of course, you guys know I'm using my All-Clyde multi-cooker that I rave about. This thing fries fish like nobody's business, okay? So I've got my beef broth here. I'm gonna put that in first. Excuse my ashy hands. I've been washing my hands so much trying to keep everybody else from being sick. So we're gonna use the whole thing. I wouldn't care if it wasn't organic. It's in the bag, it's already cut, and that's why I like it. So we're gonna put our sausage. I like to add a little bit of the stock as well. So I add the beef broth, which is this one, and then I like to add the stock. So we're gonna add a little stock before I add the kale and then potatoes and all that jazz. Here's some of the stock. So I'm gonna add the kale first. I have my potatoes cut here. I like to use the red potatoes because they seem to hold their form more when they're boiled or cooked. So I'm gonna use those over the brown potatoes. All right, here we go. All right, so we're gonna push those down and then set the potatoes on top. I'm not gonna add too much seasoning. I'm gonna wait just because I know that the broth has salt in it already. And I do not want to over season this. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna add in our sausage. And I will be using the whole thing on this meal. And I'll just break it up in little small pieces so it can be distributed evenly throughout the kale soup. We're gonna break it up like this, just with your fingers. All right, so my washing machine is speaking. So I brought it to the courtyard because I don't like the smell of kale and it'll stick up my whole house. That and greens. Love the way they taste, but don't want my whole house smelling like it. So I got it here. Again, I'm gonna watch it. I can see it from my bedroom, which is up there. I need to fix my light. And it's on. I put it on the right setting. I'll come back in it's gonna take about 15 minutes to heat up, like to get the pot hot, and then probably another 30 to 45 to an hour to cook it the way I like it cooked. So I'll be back in 45 minutes. Guys, I'm glad I'm doing this out here. As soon as I open the door, I can smell it. And it's not a bad smell, but I really don't want it all in my house. Okay. Since the kale has cooked down a bit, we can submerge the potatoes. This is just the way I do it. I know there's many ways of making kale soup. Your little pajamas?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. All right, you guys, so here is the kale soup. You can add some heavy whipping cream in there if you want to make it more, creamy. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but here it is. By the way, this medication is helping me survive right now. Just thought I'd share it. So you guys, even though I'm under the weather, I managed to straighten up a bit, which was good because it needed it. My kids, when kids know you're sick, they like do extra stuff they normally ain't supposed to do. They do. But I did all right straightening up everything for the time being. It's nighttime now. I'm getting ready to upload, but I wanted to share with you guys what I got from JCPenney for Black Friday. As you can see, I'm still under the weather. I know. At least I did my hair today, kind of a little bit. Not really, but anyway, and just some plain black towels. So if you don't know, JCPenney is the best place to get towels when it's Black Friday. They're like $2, $3. Normally 10, 15. Yeah, so the kale soup came out good. Tomorrow morning we're gonna be making some banana bread if I feel any better than what I'm feeling right now. All right, you guys, so really quick story time, really quick before I end this vlog. So in this little jar here holds a piece of glass that was tormenting me for a month, and I'll insert some pictures. So here's what happened, and I'm sharing this story because I know there's a lot of people that are like me, just very big babies when it comes to anything dealing with needles and surgical. Even though I used to give shots and draw blood and all that jazz back in my former life, I still don't like it being done to me. But I got a big, thick piece, and like an 1/8 of an inch piece of glass in my foot. I was able to pull it out. It was very sharp, just like a piece of glass, like a knife. It was sharp. It went straight in. I yanked it out right away. It was deep in my foot too. And I thought, okay, my toe's gonna be hurting for a while because it was a big piece of glass and it went really deep. And in a couple of weeks I should be okay. So a couple of weeks go by and I noticed like the whole time it's healing. I'm thinking that it's hurting because it's healing. No, it's hurting because there's still another piece of glass in there, but I didn't know it yet. So the wound completely heals up after about 1.5 weeks, 2 weeks, right? And my foot is still hurting so bad. Like I'm literally holding my big toe up and walking with the rest of my feet to where the top of my tendon is starting to hurt because I'm like avoiding it. So I'm like, no, there's something still in there. So I look in there and I dig into it a little bit, you know, I dig into it a little bit to try to see what else I can pull out. Lo and behold, I found another piece. I was like, oh, good. So that's the piece that was hurting me, right? That's the piece that was hurting me and causing me all this turmoil. So now I can move on with my life. I went to a winery. I did all kind of stuff, right? The foot is healing up again. And I'm thinking it hurts again because it's healing. Okay, so it fully heals and then it still hurts. And I'm like, something else is in there. It has to be, because there's no reason 3 weeks later it should still be hurting. So it probably was in there for like 1.5 months, maybe even a little more. Okay, so now the time has come to where I'm getting ready to go on this cruise that I told you guys about for Halloween. This is back in Halloween. And I'm hobbling around. And I told my husband, I told honey, like, look, I have to go and get this checked out, because I went and sat on my floor. I was going to open it up again and try and dig some more, you know, because I'm so terrified of being stuck in my foot with needles, right? I touch a certain spot on my foot and damn near go to the ceiling and see the Lord. I almost died right there. So I knew after that, there was no doubt about it. There's definitely something else in there and I can't get to it. So now I have to go to urgent care. Mother went with me to urgent care, thank God, because I'm such a big baby. And they do x-rays and this is what they find.
That sucker was in there, boy.
So as you can see, that is why I was in so much pain. The dang piece of glass in this cup, it is shaped like a damn dagger, killing me, just working its way up. From the x-ray, you could see it was deep in there. So the lady tells me, honey, regardless of how skilled you are, you worked in urgent care, whatever the case may be with your background, you weren't going to get this out. This was too deep in there. This was too deep in there. And we barely seen it. The only reason we were able to see it is because it was a mirror that broke and not just glass. And the back of the mirror had that metal little sheet thing on it, which I didn't even think about, but I need a tetanus shot, right? So I got a tetanus shot. They numbed me up and cut my foot open, and this is what they got. So as you can see, my friend, not a fun ordeal at all. But I'm sharing this with you guys to let you know when something is wrong with you, don't do like I did. Don't keep putting it off. I just made myself go through dang near 2 months of continuous pain, because I didn't want to go through 1.5 minutes of pain, because they did have to use all the local anesthetic on me. They stuck me about 4 or 5 times on both sides of my big toe, in my big toe, in the location where it's at. I mean, the whole 9. It was extremely, immensely excruciating pain that I felt for that minute. But after that, it was done. If I would have just had the courage to just go immediately, I could have avoided dang near 2 months or 1.5 months of pain. Okay, so that is my story of my glass in my foot for a month and a half. And just be careful. Take care of yourself. You only get one body while you're here. So take care of it. If something's wrong, please go see about it. Sorry, you guys, I look so ashy. I just got out of the shower not long ago and try to breathe, and I'm hungry, and I'm gonna go eat some more kale soup. And I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and I hope you stay wrapped in scraps. Remember to stay loving you, stay loving God, stay loving life, and I'll see y'all in the next video. And remember to subscribe. And you guys, go check out some of my other videos. I got all kind of videos on my craft room, videos on DIYs, home decor, fashion, shopping, purses, makeup, hair, you name it, find it. I got like a whole bunch of videos for you to check out, sis. Enjoy yourself, okay? And if you're gonna stay, welcome to the Wrapped in Scraps family. All right, so I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, guys.